Life throws us curveballs, moments when we need to gather, remember, and say goodbye. It's during these times that Casey Family Options Funerals and Cremations stands with you.
They offer a wide range of affordable options from traditional funerals to modern celebrations of life. No matter your family's wishes, they can create a meaningful tribute without breaking the bank.
But here's the thing, affordability doesn't mean they cut corners. At Casey Family Options, they believe every life deserves a beautiful send-off.
So when life throws you a curveball, remember, you're not alone. Casey Family Options Funerals and Cremations. Affordable care with endless compassion.
Visit them online at caseyfamilyoptions.com or call them today for a free consultation, 262-653-0667. Hey, Donnie, you want to help me move this weekend? Don't be that guy.
Your friends do not want to spend all day lugging your crap around for a few beers and pizza.
When you're looking to relocate, call on About Time Moving Systems. They have over 20 years of trusted 5-star experience.
Find them online at AboutTimeMoving.com. Your friends and your body will thank you. Oh no, I got pulled over again.
Well, you better call Parise. That's the law offices of Frank J. Parise. Frank and his team specialize in misdemeanors, felonies, DUIs, drug charges, domestic violence, and juvenile law.
Don't settle for any fly-by-night attorney you may find on a Google search.
Call the best, and that is the law offices of Frank J. Parise.
Call now, 262-656-9900, or send Frank and his team an email at fparise@fjpllc.com.
You'll be glad you called Frank Parise.
Pretty soon, everyone's going to be asking about this episode of the Ktown Connects podcast as we get to know the lovely ladies of the newest and hottest digital media marketing agency. We connect with Lily Karnes and Jenna Zeihen of Who Did That Social. Cue that music!
I love that. Who did that?
That was the Dropping Daisies. Recorded that just for us.
Oh, I love that.
It's a real rocker. What a great theme song. And you know what? It's #1 on the charts still after all these years.
Which charts are those, Donnie?
Those are the Donnie Stancato charts.
I knew that was coming.
Yes.
What's #2?
#2 is
Donnie singing his rendition of A Whole New World by himself.
Yes.
I like that.
You guys are like little cartoon characters.
Well, welcome to the Ktown Connects podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Donnie, and I am here with the handsomest man I've ever met.
Handsome as you. You look a little hairy, though, Donnie.
Well, I haven't shaved in a while, so I got a little gray coming in.
No June?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Okay. Congratulations on that.
I have to shave every day.
Happy Father's Day to you.
Oh, thank you to you as well.
I saw some good exposure on you.
Yeah, there was a little story about me and my handsome son, Maximilian. That was a nice piece.
We shared it on our page over the Facebook page over there.
Thank you for sharing that. I didn't want to share it on there because then it makes me look like I'm talking about myself.
I didn't share.
Oh, you're right.
What a great dad.
That was... You're just trying to blame me. Probably put it on me. That was you that said, "Oh my God, I love Donnie."
It was our digital media company that shared it. That's what it was.
Blame it on us.
Well, we are here recording at the A+ Mobility Recording Studio in beautiful downtown Kenosha.
That's right, Donnie. And you know, A+ Mobility is the area's newest mobility and home medical equipment store.
I did know that.
Wow. Ashley has the knowledge to help you make the right choices for yourself and your loved ones. Mm-hmm. That's A+ Mobility, 2324 18th Street.
Visit their website at aPlusMobilitySolutions.com for more.
Wow, amazing.
Thank you, Ashley.
Ooh.
And Jason, you know what? It's tasting, it's smelling good in here. What's brewing?
Oh, I got me a Sweet Colleen Irish Red Ale from Public Craft Brewing.
Oh, Public Craft does some good stuff.
We missed out. We haven't been over there recently. We had to pick up some beers.
Yeah, we stockpiled us for a little bit, and then I realized they're closed on Mondays.
Yeah, ouch.
But, Matt and company down there do a great job. I think he's still there. But go down to Public Craft Brewing in downtown Kenosha.
628 58th Street.
Check out their beer menu, their wine, their spirits, their food. They have so much great stuff.
Public Craft. PublicCraftBrewing.com for more.
And let's get on with the show. Welcome, Lily Karnes and Jenna Zeihen from Who Did That Social. This is their new adventure, their new gig, and we're going to get into that. But let's kind of get to know...
Now, I hate to call it a stereotype going on here, but the entire time we're talking, these two young ladies have been on playing with their phones.
Well, they
pointing
are...
them back and forth and pointing them this way and that way.
We're taking great content.
Yeah.
All right, okay.
My phone is up.
So let's just get into this. Lily, you've been born and raised in Kenosha because you have some very famous parents. Tell us.
Yeah, my quote-unquote famous parents.
Is that
Are they not really your parents? You put them in quotes?
Well, but you don't think they're famous, right? Because they're your
They're
parents.
my parents.
Oh,
also,
famous
it's
quotes,
Kenosha, so I think that we should...
They are.
Kenosha famous.
Tom and
Kenosha,
Monica.
yeah,
Okay.
it's a Kenosha thing. But yes, Tom and Monica Karnes are my parents. Lamaki Travel. I'm Lily Karnes.
Great people.
Yeah.
They are great.
All right, so you're growing up in Kenosha. Tell us what it was like being raised by Tom and Monica.
I am very lucky. I've got two really great parents and a really great extended family as well. They balance each other out super well. And Jen and I were actually just talking
We
about
just
this.
had a really in-depth conversation about our parents, actually.
My parents have been married for over 25 years.
Oh, quick question. Siblings?
I have two older sisters, yes.
Okay.
Cassie and Emma. My whole family, aside from me, is in the travel industry.
Huh?
So, yeah. But it's crazy because my parents have been together for a very long time since high school. They were high school sweethearts.
True
they're-
love story.
For real. And they are still so in love. Still so in love. And I am really lucky because also since I was little, my dad has showed me what,
A real man should be, huh?
exactly, yeah. And what I deserve.
Beautiful.
That's true. She always says that her
You're going to
dad
make him
would
cry
like...
now when he hears this.
Her dad would like stop by the side of the road to have you guys like pick up wildflowers for your mom, right?
Yeah.
Or like yank them from people's yards.
Yeah, so my mom's favorite flowers are lilacs. And like when my mom and dad started dating in high school, my dad would stop on the side of the road himself and go pick lilacs and steal them from people's yards.
So
and then
cute, though.
once he had kids, it was our job. So when we were driving home from somewhere and he saw lilacs on the side of the road, immediately thought of my mom. And he would stop on the side of the
Lily,
road.
get out.
Yeah. Get out. Go get those.
Go get those flowers so I can get laid.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, you're not
They're
wrong.
my parents. Anyway. But yeah, no, we would get out and we would pick them and then we'd bring them home for my mom.
Oh, that is sweet.
So they were really good example of what love should be, for sure.
And Jenna, you have some great parents as well, Julie and Bob. So you were born in Kenosha as well.
I was.
Tell us about growing up with the great parents you have.
Bob and Julie, honestly, icons. They're really great humans. I was just saying to my dad yesterday because I may or may not have forced my father into a soul space workshop on Father's Day in our driveway, but it was great, and he like was so down to like do it and paint with us and just like hang out. And I was like, dang, like I'm 25. Like, you guys are kind of just my homies now. And, like, not a lot of people get to say, like, their parents are their friends. Like, I just like hanging out with them. And, like, they help me as parents. Like, they'll guide me and stuff. But really, I do enjoy their company.
They're
And
more like best friends?
yeah.
That's
and
great.
they,
It's a good relationship. to
they're
have.
so wholesome together, and it's been so interesting because they have really come into their own in their 50s and 60s. And it's such a great example of, like,
All
it's
the
never
kids are
too
out of the
late
house, they can
type.
have now.
I mean, yeah. But, like, new eras for them both, like, discovering things about, like, their deeper selves and their inner child that, like, they weren't able to discover because their generation was against that. And now they're, like, free to just explore. And it's really cool to see. Like, they're both 60 and they're both just, like, out here trying new things now. And I just really admire that.
Are they swingers?
No.
Okay.
No. Oh, not trying those new things.
Oh, I mean, the way you said the new era, like new,
No.
like they couldn't
They're
because
just
of
doing like
standards and
soul
things. I was
searching
like,
and like
okay.
getting diagnosed with ADHD, you know?
Okay, gotcha. Well, because I'm going through that kind of phase with
You're
Being
a
a
swinger?
swinger?
yeah, actually.
Congratulations.
Well done.
Where's the sound effect?
Yeah, I got this one.
Yay! I was wondering what that was. Wait, no, I thought that was Lily.
That is good old Angie from
Yay.
Union Park Tavern.
That's funny. Yeah, but Bob and Julie are really wonderful people, and I definitely would not be where I am without them. And it's funny because people recognize my parents more than me a lot of times now, and so that's very funny. They love it. They love Kenosha. They love feeling like they're like. They think they're Kenosha celebrities sometimes, which is funny.
They are
I'm
actually Kenosha
Tom and Monica are
celebrities.
so humble, but they're actual Kenosha celebrities, and like Bob and Julie are like, yeah, we made it.
Bob and Julie are Kenosha celebrities. I just want to put that out there. Yes, they are. Oftentimes, when people come up to me and they're like, "Oh, you and Jenna. I love Jenna's mom." Yes, yes, absolutely.
Well,
Jenna's
you two
parents.
are the new Kenosha celebrities.
Jenna, tell us about your first job.
What was my first job? Oh, it was performing at Jerry Smith's. Yes, I walked in. I was trying to get a job, just like working in the country store. You know what I mean? I thought it'd be a cool place to work. Local business, loved the vibe, and they were like, "Have you seen the movie Frozen?" And I was like, "Yeah,
I love it."
And they're like, "Well, we saw you in Hairspray, the musical," and we were like, "Oh shit, maybe you could like sing or like perform or like dress up or something." So I brought in my other friend Waverly, and we ended up dressing up as Anna and Elsa for many years.
Oh, wow.
It's probably the best money I've ever made in my life, to be honest. Like every once in a while, I'll look at pictures of Frozen, and I'm like, should I buy the costume again
Were you the one standing there with the pumpkin head?
with the pumpkin head?
Yeah, in the costume?
No,
Oh, okay.
no, who did that?
No, they had those displays set up with the pumpkin heads.
Oh no,
and
but
the
I
characters.
did decorate them though. Like I
Okay.
did help set them up.
Yeah,
I got
those are
you.
fun, yeah,
I
yeah.
got the bit.
I want to let everybody know that before Jenna and I were friends, before we knew each other, I knew her as Elsa from Frozen at Jerry Smith.
That's a jump scare.
Yeah. No, it wasn't. It was amazing. It was actually amazing.
It's funny because people will come up to me sometimes, like middle schoolers, high school, young high schoolers, and you think it's like going to be they recognize you as Miss Kenosha, they recognize you from like promotions that I've been in Kenosha, but it's Jerry Smith's.
Yeah.
Like they remember me from their 3-year-old birthday party,
yeah.
like the picture on their like childhood
Wow.
bedroom wall, like that's crazy.
Oh, wow, yeah.
But it was fun. I love the Smith
cool.
family. I ended up like leading field trips, doing the performance stuff, hauling pumpkins, cleaning pumpkins. I knew everything about pumpkins at one point. And
you
then I
enjoy
started
pumpkin seeds.
yeah, and I would cook them, and
Yes.
and when I became when my first allergy started, Amy would put a candle in a Honeycrisp apple every year on my birthday, which is so sweet. And it's funny because that was the first social media account I ran because they didn't have an
okay.
Instagram.
That was your okay, interesting.
And I was
Didn't
like,
know
"Have
that.
you heard of Instagram?"
So, Lily, what was your first job?
So I had two around the same time.
Oh.
Yeah. The first one, I was a dance teacher.
A dance
I
teacher?
was
So
a
you were into
dance teacher,
dance before
yes.
you were a dance teacher, I'm assuming.
Yes.
You just didn't learn on the job, right?
Yes,
Okay.
exactly. I was a jazz 1 and 2 teacher, which I loved.
Lily has a really hard time saying no too, so I swear to God, this woman has
Yeah.
like 17 jobs at any given time. Like we're on a work call, and she's like, "Oh, by the way, I'm at the Flair," and I'm like,
Yeah.
"What do you mean you're at the Flair?"
Because you also work at Church and Market. You're a bartender, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
So, the people that I do work with and work for, I love so much, so much. The staff at the Flair, the Fannies are just amazing.
Yeah, they
I've
are.
known them my entire life. So there is not one bad thing I can say about them ever. And same with Church and Market. The people who own Church and Market, the staff there, I love it so much. So, although we have our own business, if somebody is like, "Will you do that?" Absolutely, yes.
She's a working queen.
Absolutely,
Yeah, that's
yes.
great.
I will do it. If anybody who's listening hasn't been to Church and Market, please go. Anybody you run into there is awesome. Andy is awesome. Michelle is awesome. Kyle is awesome. And the staff is amazing.
My mom had lunch there last week, so it was very nice.
It is, yes,
Had a
it
good time,
is.
Kyle and Andy were great on the Ktown Connects podcast. That-
My friends just continuously heard me saying like, "Oh, I'm going to church," and like we just started saying that. But my one friend genuinely thought we were going to like a church service every time.
Finally, Jenna, you're saved.
Yeah, if you missed it, they're talking about the new bar that used to be the home of Pazos and Downtowner. And it's the Church and Market, which is the original names of the streets.
They
Which is
did a
so
great
cool.
painting on that place.
1927. Yeah, whatever happened to that painting?
Grocery store. I think Dan and Terry still have it.
I hope so.
All right, so I want to fast forward a little bit here. How did you guys meet?
Oh my God, I loved saying the like. Can I say the first moment that I saw
go
you?
ahead.
Okay, so I'd heard of Lily Karnes first of
I
all.
heard. Okay.
And I was really truly a nobody at this time, but we were in rehearsal.
What have you heard about her?
I'd heard
Let's
that
not get into that.
Okay, yeah, maybe we'll skip that.
Now, was this before you guys were in pageants, or
This was at my very first Miss Kenosha rehearsal in January of 2019, to be specific. I was one of the very last girls to join. It was very last minute. Like, I was very late to the game. It was like right after New Year's. They weren't accepting new contestants, but Joya Santarelli, bless her heart, let me in. And I was there. I was very nervous. I had just done my first try at the walk. Horrific. Guess who comes in late? This like tiny, beautiful little angel, Lily Karnes. And she was wearing maroon Doc Martens. And I remember thinking, I need maroon Doc Martens now. And the whole bit here is that this past fall, I actually found some thrifting. And I was like, I finally fucking got him, Lil. I finally got him. And she was just... she was the youngest by a landslide, you know, like, and like nobody was thinking like this girl's going to win Miss Kenosha. Like there were so many.
I definitely wasn't thinking that.
There was 14 of us, and some of the girls were like aging out, like 25. You know, like you were 17.
One of them was my dance teacher.
Were you 17?
Yeah, I was
You were about to turn
17 when I
18.
first started rehearsals. 18 when I
but I actually sat next to her in the dressing room because we were contestants 7 and 8.
Yeah.
So everything we did was back to back, and I remember her being like, "Hey, you want to see my lip tattoo?"
It was right after I got
And
it.
it just said "sick."
Let's see
And I was like, she's
like gone
going to be
now.
my friend.
It's like gone now, but
You can kind of see the S right there. It's like,
shout out to Joshua Vaughn. He said that he would redo it for me.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, we love
Josh is a great human being.
Seriously, he is.
yeah, Josh is great. Yeah, but that happened, and then we were together back to back. But you got like the bit here is, and like Lily will be like, "No, that didn't happen." Every time I got off stage, Lily was following me up, so the entire St. Joe's auditorium was just screaming for her. It was like crickets for
Mind
me.
you, that's the school
And
I went
screaming
to.
for
I
her.
went to that school.
No,
It's a little
fair.
bit different. I went to that school.
And I didn't tell anybody I was competing. So it was like truly my mom
Yeah.
and dad and sister were there because like I didn't want anyone to know. I was like, this is going to be embarrassing. Swimsuits still existed back then.
Oh, wow.
Also, so a horrifying experience overall.
Yeah, trust me, I know because I did swimsuit that year and I was, freshly 18. And being an 18-year-old, like I was a baby.
And that was your school.
It was my school, and a lot of people I knew were there. Most of the students
That's
at
kinda
my
weird,
school were,
yeah.
So I had to do swimwear, and going to school after doing swimwear where everybody could see it.
How bad was that?
It was just a lot of degrading comments.
I bet.
So
yeah.
shitty.
Yeah, it was.
There's a lot of girls out there.
And
yeah.
after you won, I mean, there's a really cute picture of us because we were 7 and 8, so we actually held hands together. And then I was her first runner-up when she won. So Lily did beat me; she slayed. But we had this like really cute moment in the bathroom of Twisted Cuisine at the after party, and I will
Yes.
never forget it.
Neither will I.
Were you crying? Or
So
were you just down bad? You were sad.
I was.
Oh.
To give a little preface, there was nothing in my brain or anybody else's brain that thought I was actually going to win. So I was really, really close with everybody, during the prep period because
We had rehearsals like every week.
yeah, we had rehearsals once a week from months, like October to
Yeah, and I didn't join until much later.
So since everybody thought I was, really young, which I was, and I wasn't, going to do anything in it, which I also thought, they were very valid in thinking that. Everybody was really close with me and liked to chit chat with me about everything, you know what I mean? And then afterwards, people were whistling a beat of a different tune, I would say. Which like isn't my thing. When they called like first like all the runners up in my brain, I was like, oh, I didn't even place. Mom,
Mom, I was just about to do that.
yes. But afterwards, everybody's tone shifted because there were a couple girls who had done it for a couple years. And I mean, moving weeks after the words, it was just like a lot of backlash.
It's one thing to be sad about it, but it was brutal, you guys.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm chasing this girl down, and I was stoked to have been first runner up. Like I was shitting my pants. I couldn't believe I even survived the
Again?
night. Shut up, Donnie. But I pulled Lily into the bathroom and I was like, "You put that crown back on." She was taking it off. Like she was so sad. She was embarrassed. She was anxious. I was like, "Girl,
Yeah.
put it on."
I
You
didn't want
deserve
anybody
this.
to feel some
You
type of
owned
way
this.
either.
She was trying to make other people comfortable in a moment that should have been hers, and she deserved that moment. And from that moment on, I was like, I really f with this girl.
Yeah.
And I always admired her after that. And she was my rock during my Miss Kenosha year, and she was the reason I came back. I
So is
FaceTimed
that
her
how
a
you
lot.
guys became closer? Like then you're going and
Yeah.
you're there, kind of mentoring
Yeah.
her a little bit.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
which years were each of you Miss Kenosha?
So I was 2019.
And I was 2022.
So as of lately, there's been at least one recent Miss Kenosha who isn't really from Kenosha. She just went to Carthage. Or, is that true?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, and she lived on campus there. That's why what qualified her.
So it's live or work.
Go to school in Kenosha.
Yeah, or go to school.
Live, laugh, love.
Yeah.
Live, laugh, love, Kenosha.
I mean, is that information exposed ahead of time to the judges? Do they know that? Could that be sway their decision at all?
It is because it's in their paperwork.
Okay.
And you know,
I guess
I
if
find
they
it
have a
odd,
bias
yeah.
to it, but you know what's interesting is that I've
some
felt that
people
way
do.
too.
Some people do.
But then there's like this whole thing where it's like our director, who always tells the judges we want a hometown girl. She was not born in Kenosha either, and she was Miss Kenosha.
And she did a kick-ass job.
Well, you have to at least live in Kenosha for at least maybe a year, you know, or
yeah.
something. You know, I mean, you don't have to be born and raised here, but
And
you have to
the
at least be
title
living
holder,
here.
who you're talking about, her name is Willow.
Yeah.
She did a really amazing thing.
I heard she's great. Yes,
She
I don't
is,
want to.
yes.
I'm not criticizing her at all.
No,
I'm
I get what you're
criticizing
saying.
the rule that they have.
I
in place,
totally
you know?
understand
And
that.
what's bizarre is that Kenosha's like, oh my God, how is that possible? But in every other part of the state, for the most part, it's very common. Like, you can be anywhere in the state and be Miss Madison Capital
Yeah.
City. Like, I
Yeah.
could be Miss Madison Capital City, and I have never worked, lived, or gone to school in Madison.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like, it depends on the directors get to choose if it's open to the state or not.
Do you think
Yes.
that's to draw more contestants in?
Yeah.
Yes.
And to give more girls an
More
opportunity to
interest
come
kind of
back.
thing? Yeah. Okay.
Kenosha is very different than most other local
Yeah.
competitions.
Bigger or
And
smaller?
Bigger,
Bigger.
Okay.
in the sense that Kenosha
more
has a lot of
community-based.
yes. Kenosha as a community has a lot of pride in their Miss Kenosha, and a lot of backing. You know what I mean? It's a really big
Sponsors, things like
exactly,
that.
and she gets a lot of opportunities, which are amazing, and a lot of other cities they don't have that.
Yeah.
So Kenosha is kind of set apart in that, and we're very, very lucky.
I mean, even my experience, I don't know if a lot of people know this, but I went back to Miss Wisconsin a second time, like, hey, let's
kicked
try it again.
ass.
And I was Miss Great Lakes, and it's a whole different vibe. People are like, what the hell is that?
Yeah.
Literally, what is that?
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, you know, it's this extra thing. It gives you another chance to go back to state. And that's a lot of girls' goal, is to go back to state.
Yeah, which
win
there's
state.
nothing wrong with that.
Not at all. But
Not at all.
The reason we decided to stay on the board and volunteer our time with the Miss Kenosha organization is because we care about the local level.
Definitely. Kenosha, being Miss Kenosha is different. It's a completely different opportunity, and maybe people who live in Kenosha wouldn't understand that because
Did
they
you know
only see Miss Kenosha.
they changed the rules so you can like do it again?
Yeah. Oh, I did.
Oh.
Girl. Yeah. And listen,
Like, it used to be like once in a lifetime, like you could never be the same title twice, and they changed it
I think as of
Wow.
right now, it's up to each local
to decide that.
to decide. I'm sure in the future it'll change to where that's always the
Yeah.
rule. But when it comes to Kenosha, like, being Miss Kenosha is great. However, that is like a once in a lifetime thing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, not everybody can say that.
So
they
would you
were
be able to
Miss
run
Kenosha.
in succession, or would you have to like take a year off?
I don't know.
I think you have to take a year off. That'd be a good
The organization
fair,
got bought and everything changed.
Yeah.
So when I was Miss Kenosha, it was the 100th year, and then after that, everything changed.
yeah, like
So-
super quick.
Well, now that your pageant days are behind both of you, you're on to bigger and better things called Who Did That Social, and we're going to take a break and we're going to dive deep into that when we come back.
All right.
Hey, where are you going?
I'm getting down to Frank's Diner. They're only open for breakfast and lunch, so I gotta hurry.
What do they have down there, Jason?
Amazing food. They have their world famous garbage plates, but so much more. Fantastic homemade French toast, delicious sandwiches for lunch, and be sure to check out their daily specials. They're always coming up with something new and different.
That's Frank's Diner, located in downtown Kenosha at 508 58th Street. Whether you're buying, selling, or just curious about the local market, Shannyn Franklin of ReMax Newport Elite would love to offer her support and service.
Shannyn knows Kenosha both as an agent and a neighbor, and she can help you find exactly what you're looking for.
Find her realtor webpage at ReMax.com or give her a call at 262-960-5182 to begin your real estate journey. All right, welcome back to the Ktown Connects podcast, and what a break that was, huh, Jason?
Indeed, Donnie. And who are we talking to today?
Oh my God, we are here with Lily and Jenna from Who Did That Social, and you can look them up on the World Wide Web at whodidthatsocial.com, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Shoot them an email at HJL at whodidthatsocial.com. They are doing wonderful things, and we're going to get into that.
But wait, Donnie, I thought I was on the website, and there's 3 girls on the website.
You're right, there is. We're missing somebody here. Oh, my goodness.
So can you girls tell us who's Hannah, and how'd you meet
Hannah
her?
Stone, the light
Hannah
of our
Stone,
life.
literally, she is.
She's stranded somewhere right now with a messed up vehicle, but she's
Yes.
here in spirit with us.
She is.
I hope wherever she is air conditioned, because it's like the hottest day of the year.
For real. She is the. She completes her trio.
She does.
She's amazing. Hannah Stone is her name.
We like to say that we each 3 have like a really good chunk of our brain that works well, and they're all
Yeah.
different. So when you merge us, it just really makes sense.
One really good brain.
Very serendipitous. We only have one good brain when we're
Yes.
combined. So today, if you feel we're a bit off, it's because we are missing.
We are missing
one.
our third.
2/3,
yes.
yeah.
Actually, I knew her. We had a mutual friend in early ages of middle school and high school, and we met early high school, maybe even late middle school. Honestly, I want to say 8th grade.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I've known Hannah for a long time, and then time went on, and we stayed up to date with each other on social media. But it wasn't until 2020 that her and I got really close, because I went to middle school and a little bit of high school with her boyfriend, so I knew him previously, but they were really close with my cousins Joy and Greg, and they were there often, so I would run into them often, and Hannah and I just built a really good relationship. And Jenna met Hannah through me.
That's what I want to know. Jenna, when the first time you met her?
Yeah, so I'd always heard about Hannah through Lily, but I was like, I am not cool enough to hang out with Hannah Stone. I was absolutely shocked by meeting Hannah. She's one of the kindest people I've ever met.
Yes.
Immediately we hit it off. I did not want to talk to, I was kind of like wanting to talk to this guy this one night. I didn't even care about him when I met Hannah. I was like, don't talk to me, I'm talking to Hannah.
Yeah.
We had the biggest heart to heart. We both share like similar allergies and a chronic illness, and we bonded, hit it off. I was like, Lily, I'm obsessed with her. Like, we connected so immediately. Just felt like someone I'd known for a very long time. I was hopeful she felt the same way. And
She did.
And
Newsflash.
I didn't know after that night, like, if we were going to hang out again, but I was just like, this was such a good night. It was so wholesome. And Lily was kind of helping me out of a dark time at that time. So I was
And
trying
vice
to
versa.
be more social and go out. And so we were bowling that night. And then after that, I was having some kind of mental breakdown.
Me
No,
too.
not you,
And
Jenna.
I know, of course. So I was having an inner conflict about my life path, and I called Lily, and I think
I was also having an inner conflict
she was like,
about
I
my
have
life
to
path.
go to Hannah's. Like, you have to come with me. I was like, this poor girl does not need to see me like this. But we did go over to Hannah's house anyways, and we ended up talking to her about like this brainchild we had about this social media vibe. And she was like, I want in. And I was like, what do you
She fit
mean
into it
you want
perfectly.
in?
So it's a perfect mix of all
Yes.
three of
So
you.
imagine-
it just so happened to work.
Imagine 3 girls in their 20s crying, genuinely crying.
In Hannah's
I can
basement.
imagine.
In Hannah's basement.
Yeah, you can imagine me crying. You've seen it enough. So we're sitting in Hannah's basement, and we're like, we are so sick of competing with other women.
Exactly. That was where it
And
really
that's
stemmed
how it.
from.
That's how it came about. Is we sat in a circle, and we each showed each other like our top 2 women in our life that like have never made us feel small, have never
Yes,
made us
exactly.
feel like we're competing with other women. And we were like, what if we harness a business like rooted in this?
Yeah.
And we made our LLC the very next day.
Yeah.
I think I saw you guys.
Yeah, you
eat
did see us at
coffee.
Eastview. Yeah.
Yes,
right
I
as
did.
we were coming
Yeah.
up with the name.
And the thing is, it also, this trio happened just so by happenstance, organically, because Jenna and I had talked about doing, it together. And
It was
then
going to be Jenna and Lily, and we were asking everybody in Fex one night if it should be Jenna and Lily or Lily and Jenna.
And we
Okay.
did a whole poll about it.
Oh,
And
I
then,
want one out.
actually,
It was Jenna and Lily for a while, but then people thought that was weird.
I think Jenna and Lily made the most sense just because of the
Jenna and
Lily. Like, it just made the most sense to
But
me.
then people thought Lily and Jenna sounded like Lillian.
Yeah. Yes.
And it was a whole
Yes.
thing.
Yeah.
Lillian
The
marketing.
people at
Yeah.
Fex have big feelings about
Big
it.
feelings.
So how did you guys come up with the name, though? Who
my
did
favorite
that
question.
social? I
So-
mean, this is a great name.
Yeah, we can thank Miss
Thank
Jenna
you.
Zeihen for it.
Oh.
So the day before, when we were all having this, sorry, I smacked the table. The day before, when we were having this meeting in Hannah's basement, because that night I was supposed to go hang out with Hannah. Like, I hadn't seen her in a little bit. And I told Jenna, like, will you come with me? You and Hannah really like each other. You know what I mean? You had already met. And that's, like, it organically just happened by us sitting.
Which I almost didn't go. I was
Yeah,
so
she
scared.
almost didn't go because she was tired
I parked
that
my
night.
scary Caliber covered in bumper stickers next to a Tesla, and I was like, I'm going to go die now.
My Lexus 2005 Lexus. Yeah, I get it. But so the next day, yeah, we did the LLC, but we were sitting at Eastview Coffee spitting out names, spitballing for so long, and there were so many names.
What were some of those names?
Wait, I think I have a note of it in my phone. Do you remember me being like, should we call it strawberry lemonade? Yeah. It was like really bad. It was like bad.
Yeah, and then we tried to like blend all of our names together at one point. And after sitting there for a little while, all of a sudden, it's like a light bulb went off in Jenna's head.
Wait, it was because of her Wi-Fi.
Yes. Okay. So I'm not going to say Hannah's Wi-Fi password, but it is something that is very
Like on the nose.
On
Let's
the
say,
nose,
So that inspired.
like,
Yeah.
what would make someone stop for a beat and
Yeah.
give it an extra thought?
yes, exactly. And like,
What do we want people to think when they're seeing content produced by us, but there's no way of knowing that we produced it?
exactly. So we're sitting there, we're all doing like our separate work and brainstorming names for our business, and out of nowhere, we're all sitting in silence doing separate things. And Jenna goes, "Who did that?" And I turned around, and I was like, "What?" And she goes, "Who did that social?" And I was like,
fucking
I was like,
I was
what do you
like,
mean?
what
I was
do we
like, who
want
did
people to
Yeah, I was
say
like-
when they see it? Like,
was like,
they
who
want to
did what
know, like,
social?
wait, who did that?
Yeah. And
Pretty soon everyone will be asking.
Yes,
who did that?
that's right.
And Jenna came up with it, and immediately the second she said it, all of us, that was it. We were not brainstorming anymore. We knew
Like,
immediately.
that was it.
Yes.
So you
I
got- you-
thought we were so screwed. I remember looking at Bobby. Bobby is also our financial advisor and an angel, and someone I genuinely
Bobby, the
trust.
former owner
Yes.
of the downtown Common Grounds, who currently still runs Common Grounds in Gateway
Yes.
Technical College.
I
Are
actually
they open
gave
for
her
the summer?
a...
Yes, are they?
They
open for
are.
some- Yeah, I thought
Different
I,
hours, but yes.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
talked to her
limited
the
hours,
other
I'm
day,
sure.
and I think she said that to me. I couldn't remember.
Doing a few days, okay.
She looks great, by the way.
She's awesome.
Yes.
I actually gave her a little ring before we did the LLC, and I called her up, and I was like, Bobby, I trust you with my life. You have been more brutally honest with me than anybody I know. Do you think I'm making the biggest mistake of my life right now? I'm like, doing this. And she was like, no, I think this is the best decision you've ever made. And she met Hannah, and she knows Lily, and we
She also
we
works
got
at
her
La
blessing.
Macchia. Yeah, she works at La Macchia, so she knew all of us.
and everyone loved who did that, and it worked.
So I got to ask this. I need you guys to explain to our listeners what is Who Did That Social? What is it?
A pyramid
the
scheme.
services?
No,
What
I'm,
is-
I'm
yeah.
totally kidding. It's not a
It's a
pyramid scheme.
pyramid scheme. Okay, sorry. Do you want to explain it? You want me to explain it?
I'll start. You go.
Yeah, go
okay.
for it.
So we are a freelance social media marketing agency.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like a lot of listeners who are listening right now, they know Dooley and Associates. We don't do what Dooley and Associates do.
Mm-hmm.
They are like big time marketing, advertisements,
yeah, a website,
websites,
web
all that stuff.
development.
Exactly.
Costs you a lot of money, kind of. once.
Which and the
Branding.
thing is, Dooley and Associates, amazing,
worth it,
absolutely.
And like Lily said, we are a social media marketing agency,
Yeah.
so we really focus in on social media, niche branding on TikTok, Instagram Reels,
Yes.
Facebook.
For our clients, yeah.
We do daily engagement. We find people's audience. The goal is to not make people's following like an echo chamber.
Yeah.
We want to find the people who should be a customer of yours
Yes,
that
get into
isn't
their
already
niche. Get
a
into their
customer
niche.
of yours.
That's where we lie, and that
And-
comes with a lot of engagement on social media, like for their accounts and stuff like that. But we're really lucky that if somebody is reaching out and they want, big marketing and big branding, that we do have a business that we can push them in the right direction that is trusted throughout our
Right.
entire community.
And even like I'm even thinking like we have other really incredible. We try to keep it very female based.
Yes,
we are
yes.
we are on that grind. But we have like Peyton, who's an incredible videographer.
Oh my goodness.
She's the youngest female to ever film the Super Bowl.
Yes.
Wow.
So
Yes.
if somebody wants professional video, that's who we refer them to for
Yep.
short span content.
Same with graphic design. If somebody needs a new graphic design, Felicity, is an amazing young graphic designer and artist in general.
So you guys are working with a lot of people.
Yes.
Let's go with, so you guys just started, 2 months ago, right? You kind of
About a
launched
month
this?
and a half.
Month and a half ago?
It feels like a long time, but it's
So
really
Lamakia was the
Yeah.
first client that you guys had, pretty much, right?
Yeah, and
How'd you land that?
yeah, I wouldn't.
I mean, not even really, but yeah,
No, yeah.
I mean, honestly, it was our first
who's
pitch
the sales,
Yeah.
rather
who's
than
the
our
sales
first.
pitch?
Well,
on
you gotta
this?
work
Is it
it
all
out,
three of them?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be so for real with you. We walked into our first consults. We didn't think we were gonna get any. We had like 9 in a week. We were like, oh
Wow.
shit, what do
Yeah.
we do? So I was like, do we determine our roles and do we determine how this pitch goes ahead of time? And we both agreed no. Like we were
It works
born and raised
organically.
on pivoting off of each
Yes,
other.
and same with Hannah. Like it's very that's what we do. That's what we do best.
So we do have roles now. There's a lot of
Okay.
trial.
So do you guys just reach out to Kenosha businesses? Or are you nationwide, Midwest-wide? Who should reach out to you guys to let them do their marketing?
So the crazy thing is, it is nationwide. We haven't
Wow.
reached. We personally have.
We haven't reached out
to anybody, but we've had people
You'll reach out
nationwide
to-
reach out to
That's
us,
fantastic.
which is
Okay.
amazing. Which
Oh,
is
yeah.
absolutely amazing.
I'm trying to think like Colorado, New York, Chicago. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not like super massive, but still
Yeah.
for being so new.
But right, yeah, that must feel like, wow, we made the right decision
Yeah,
to go into this
definitely.
business where people are actually reaching out
Yes,
to us,
exactly.
and they want to see what we can do.
And I mean,
for
it's
them.
terrifying. Like at the first
Truly,
week, we genuinely, we were very lucky
Mm-hmm.
to have business owners very close to us, like Bobby, like Tom and Monica,
Mm-hmm.
to mentor us, to teach us, to guide us. We were
Absolutely.
sponges. We were
let
really.
you goof off a little bit. Let you learn. You know, like kind of
Yeah, and we are still learning.
Yeah.
That's
But to be able to, and I looked at my sister the other day and I was saying this, I was like, to be able to be in a position where I know that if I completely fail, I will still have a family that loves me and I'm not going to starve to death and die. That is a huge privilege. It's not a privilege a lot of people have. I mean, I'm not saying I'd be able to stay in my apartment, but like, you know what I mean? Like it's, if we have the resources and we have these beautiful people that believe in us for some fucking reason.
for
though,
real. Yeah, for
like,
real.
why not run with it? And then Hannah coming in, she is our,
Is Hannah like the stone almost of this?
the stone.
Kind-
She's our
kind of in a
she's our
way.
finance and brand specialist. I'm not
Yeah.
allowed to deal with numbers. That's Hannah's job.
Okay, so Jenna and I.
Do you guys
Jenna and
have
I are
like a
rough with
backer
numbers.
for this business, or you guys put in your own money
No,
and you're
we're
going?
living on a prayer.
Our own
Living on a
money.
prayer.
We have had a couple people ask if they can invest in it.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, we're just not in that position.
You're only a month and a half
Exactly.
in as this
Yes.
broadcast.
We one thing we do pride ourselves on is our integrity, and we wouldn't
love
take
that.
we wouldn't take somebody's money before we know exactly what we're doing and how
Okay.
we're doing it. People.
All right, I gotta ask this.
truly-
You guys are a month and a half in, 2 months in.
Uh-huh.
Are you where you want to be at a month or 2 months in? Are you happy with where you're at with this business?
God, I didn't think anybody was going to sign a contract
Yeah.
with us by now.
By far,
We went to the
exceeding.
bank. You should have seen us at the bank, Donnie. We were like, did we just get our names on a card with our business?
Yes, we thank the Lord or whomever.
Our accountant, Ben, when I was like, Ben, did I do the LLC right? And he's like, you did it right. I like couldn't believe it. Bobby couldn't believe it.
Word for
She's
word.
like, you did it right.
Word for word. I'm pleasantly surprised.
That's great. And just think what's going to happen in a year, 2 years,
Exactly,
3 years.
exactly.
The future is yours.
And we were just
And if
talking
there's
about
one
that.
thing I want anybody who's considering who did that or questioning who did that to think about, it's the fact that there is something that I organically said in a meeting. It's not about the marketing budget of the brand or company
For
we're consulting with. It's about the values and the mission and the goals of that company
we
or
will
brand.
never turn anybody away based on their budget.
Wonderful.
We have bundles on our website. You'll notice there are 3 separate bundles, but we've
You have an a la carte.
realized
You can mix
we've
and match.
customized.
That's what we pride ourselves on.
Yeah, we've customized bundles for all sorts of brands, big and small.
Yes.
And,
That's great.
and also the
Yeah.
clients that we don't end up working with, like, it's so cool to get an email being like, hey girls, how's it going? Like, I'm
Yes,
so geeked
exactly.
for you.
So sweet.
We just had that. Somebody from out of state, actually.
Wow.
Really, really amazing person. And
We just felt with the travel it would be
yes,
a bit complicated
tough
early on.
And the thing is about us is we're not going to penny pinch you. If we truly don't think we can help and we are not what you're looking for, we're going to tell
Yeah.
you that. We're not going to take your money and not
We want to know what the return of investment is going to be for the brand.
Exactly. And we sent an email to one of our prospective clients at the time just saying, like, for what you want and what we can do. If you really, really want us to help you, we will. However, in this current, this time, we don't see your return on investment being that great. We're not going to take your money and,
we're not
take advantage of you.
We're not
You want to see, you guys want to succeed. You want to see these clients succeed. It's a win-win for both.
Exactly.
All right, last question. You want to give a shout out to some of your clients?
Definitely, we do.
Sherry.
Oh,
First off, Miss Sherry.
She is so sweet.
Of
I
Bisou
love
and
her.
Coquette. In case anybody didn't know, Bisou opened a sister store in Lake Geneva. It's called Coquette.
Love it.
Sherry was the first person to take a chance on us before we even came out.
Before there was ever a
That she is
website.
the sweetest person. Jenna, we've talked about
we
her
have.
before. She
Why
is
isn't
just
she
the
on the show?
sweetest. You know what? Because we have to save some of the best for later.
Seriously,
Honestly,
Sherry and Ann.
The reason I reached out to her is so quickly is because I remembered our conversation, Dottie, and you had told me she's a real gem, and I had met her, but I hadn't connected with her that deeply. And our conversation that day, I mean, we had the same values. She took a chance on us, and she wasn't
did.
scared to tell us that.
No. And we love that.
And
Yeah,
the
she's great.
And the thing about us is that we knew we were starting out. We knew we didn't necessarily have the evidence of what we could provide a brand yet.
And she took that. She said
took the risk.
She believed in you and what you're doing, the passion that you have, and now you're going to take yourselves and her to the next level.
Yeah.
And we made it a subscription type of vibe for that reason too. If you want to subscribe to Who Did That for a month or two, give us a test.
Yeah, and not
see
even
how
in
you
the sense
feel.
of seeing the growth, because obviously if somebody wants to see growth, we recommend
Right.
at least 3 months.
Right, of
However,
course, yes.
but monthly subscription wise, you can see if we work well together.
Right.
Yeah, as
and that's what
people.
it's about.
Yes,
And
yes.
like you said earlier, hey, if it's not a good fit, hey, we're not
that's
going to take
okay.
your money. We're both going to move on. And
Exactly,
hopefully
and there's
everybody
never
works
going to
out.
be hard feelings about it.
Sherry
ever.
and Ann, though, really the salt of the earth.
Truly.
And watching, Sherry opened Bisou in her 50s, and to see that's her
very
passion.
inspiring.
She's
She's
Inspirational.
amazing. She's
amazing.
amazing. She's a huge mentor to us as well, since that was the first, aside from Lamaki Travel and Nolan,
Right,
the first real consultation we did as a group.
Oh, that's great.
Was Sherry and her story, the way it aligned with us. It was the perfect mix.
Yeah.
And we cannot rave enough about her. She's so amazing.
We can't either. So let's give another
Sweetheart.
plug for Who Did It Social.
You can head to whodidthatsocial.com. You can check out Who Did That Social on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. And you can also check me out at Jenna Zeihen and
Lily.Karnes.
and Hannah.Stone.
Yep.
Yes.
Wonderful. We'll check that out. We're going to take our second break, and we're going to be back with our Kenosha Connect. Looking for that perfect gift?
Well, contact Aaron Hunzinger of AHDidIt for a fabulous, one-of-a-kind creation.
Aaron specializes in metal, canvas, leather, and wood to bring amazing works of art to life.
Contact him now by finding him on Facebook at AHDidIt. That's all one word.
Where do all the cool cats hang out? At Union Park Tavern, of course.
UPT, as it's called by the hipsters, is located at 4520 8th Avenue, and they serve up great libations and award-winning food.
They're open at 11 a.m. on weekdays and 9 a.m. on weekends for a fantastic breakfast.
I forgot to mention they have musical entertainment almost every night of the week and one of the greatest beer gardens in town.
That's Union Park Tavern, 4520 8th Avenue. And we're back from that break.
Oh, we certainly are, Donnie.
What a great break.
And Jason, what time is it?
Well, Donnie, it's time for Kenosha Connects. That's brought to you this week by Wink Beauty Boutique. Our
Oh
old
my
friend Sarah over there.
Sarah, what's up, girl?
She offers the very best in aesthetic services, including lash extensions, custom facial and body treatments, and waxing. You know about that, right, don't you, Donnie?
Oh, I do. She's
Yeah.
waxed my butthole a few times.
She has. Wink Beauty Boutique is located right above the Village Supper Club at 10909 Sheridan Road. And guys, a gift certificate would be perfect for your girl, your mom, your aunt, even your grandma can use a little wax.
Yes, she could.
Or your podcast co-host.
Yeah, visit their website, winkbeautyboutique.com for more.
Yes, do
Now,
that.
girls, are you ready for these Kenosha Connects questions?
Hit us
No.
with it. Oh,
Oh, I'm sorry, do you need a
You're
minute?
not ready?
No.
that was very
ready
much
as I'll
Lily
ever
and
be.
All
Jenna.
right, we'll turn you off then, Lily.
All right. What was the last great meal you had in Kenosha?
Wait, this is a deeper question for me than it is for you. You
Yeah,
go
that's true.
first. Let
Oh
me
my gosh,
think.
it's not that tough.
Oh no, sushi.
There you go.
Oh no, sushi.
Oh, duh. Same.
Yeah.
Because Ono's actually the only place I can eat in Kenosha. I haven't had a meal in Kenosha in 6 years because of my allergies, but they make me Jenna-proof rice and Jenna-proof espresso martinis.
Yeah.
Shout out to David and Alex and Brian.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or Durango's. You guys had their chicken lately?
I don't eat meat, but Durango's great sheet pizza.
A
Yeah.
veggie king.
Yeah, for real.
All right, your favorite local band or musician today or all time?
Would you kindly?
Okay, great band.
Violet Wilder.
No, just one, your favorite.
Sage Holloway.
Oh,
Sage
Oh,
Holloway.
okay.
Sage
Told you we're
Holloway.
Libras. We're going to give you 3.
Yeah, Sage
Go ahead,
Holloway.
Lil.
Sage Holloway.
All right, I like that.
Lily?
I like that.
I don't know if this counts. You said either here or of all time.
No.
Local.
This is the Kenosha
in
Connect.
just
Current,
Kenosha.
or, current
Yes.
or all time? Yeah, favorite local musician, current or when you were a kid. Yeah.
My cousin Michael Lamacchia used to play Twilight Jazz.
Oh, okay.
He-
Wait,
All
I'm
right.
a piece of. I love Boys and Toys. Mike.
Oh, yes, they're great.
Mike.
Boys and Toys. They just played a great show at
Big
58
Slay.
Below this past
Love
weekend.
it.
Yes.
Truth.
All right. Where in Kenosha would you recommend someone going on a first date? Where you guys probably been on a lot of first dates with some great gentlemen. Where do they take you?
The good places, not the bad places.
I truly don't do
We don't
I wasn't a big
date.
first. Yeah, I'm
Where
not
would you recommend?
We
someone?
hate men. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Well,
I'm not kidding. No,
If I'm asking him, like, hey, I'm going to take this girl out this weekend. I want to bring her somewhere. Where should I go?
If
What
it's
should I
the
do?
nighttime, you could really do really great at the Apis Church and Market.
Apis and Church and Market
Oh,
for
no.
sure.
I mean,
Yeah.
if it's a coffee vibe,
Those
I'm a
rooftops
coffee
this summer.
girl.
That's
Okay.
If someone was trying to take me, Jenna Zeihen, on a date, I would love for them to take me like Black Coffee, Eastview, or Anna's, and then to Vintage Underground. That would be
Yeah.
ideal.
Vintage
give me a
Underground.
thrift and give me a coffee, and you're golden.
By the way, I need to plug Vintage Underground because they have a whole bunch of new stuff in there now. They have a lot of new vendors.
I love it there.
I was just in
Stacey's
there
angel.
maybe a week or two ago, and it looks great in there. I was just amazed. It's like packed.
She
love
does
that.
have a ton of new vendors. I just got like a vintage LL Bean like denim jacket. So sick. Gonna
So stop
keep it
down
till
at
I
Vintage
die.
Underground, downtown Kenosha.
Yes, stop in and say hello to Stacey.
A free bonus episode for one of our
Yes,
bonus commercial for one of our
yes.
sponsors. There we go.
Stacey.
Okay, what's your favorite annual Kenosha event?
I can't.
I love. Does Twilight Jazz count?
Sure, that's an annual event.
yeah. I mean, like 3 times in the summer, once a month. I love Twilight Jazz.
They do that like on
So much.
Wednesdays? Or
It used to be Tuesdays.
Tuesdays, okay.
It could be Wednesdays now.
I'm not sure. Yeah, Kemper Center?
At Anderson Arts Center, right outside. That
Same
is
thing, right?
Yeah, close enough.
Okay.
Yeah, Twilight Jazz for sure.
Cool.
I don't know if they're doing it anymore. But
Oh, they're doing
They
it.
do.
They
are.
still do?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
okay.
Yeah.
Twilight
They have the
Jazz.
lineup release this year and everything.
Yes, Twilight
I think
Jazz.
Ivy Ford is opening up.
Really?
I believe so. But she's doing one of the local shows. I think it might be that one. I'm not positive. You should pick up an issue of the Summer Fever to take a
Or
look.
PB and Peanut
Are
Butter
you
and
saying
Jam.
Kenosha annual event is in like hosted by the city? I know
No,
that's like
just
very
like,
niche.
just like more of a
Taste of
a
Wisconsin.
traditional
I'm
I'm
one.
gonna
That's-
hit it with Kenosha Pride, y'all. They
Oh,
really go
yeah.
hard.
Yep.
And honestly,
Yeah.
it's a very inclusive and very warm space for anybody to be in. And I feel like it's a very low pressure Pride. Like I've
Yeah.
been to Chicago, Milwaukee Pride can be a little bit anxiety inducing. Kenosha Pride is uniquely beautiful. You can connect with a lot of different people. Go to Kenosha Pride.
What
I
are
went with my dad.
What are your thoughts on the new location last year? They moved it up more towards
I loved it
Harbor Park.
at Celebration Place. I think it was better.
Yeah.
In
You
Veterans,
think? Yeah.
But in Veterans Memorial Park, we were too close to the road. There were a lot of people. Haters can come in too quick there.
For real.
Okay.
Make them walk.
Okay.
Make them get on the street.
I thought
Yeah.
it seemed
Yeah.
really nice and tight in that area by Veterans Memorial Park. It was a nice tight little area that everything was, the vendors were all lined up.
I can see
down the
that.
street it was a
Yeah.
little more spacey and it looked more empty, I guess. There's still many people there, but it was more spaced out.
They do
and-
taste out there though.
yeah, well, taste is huge.
Taste
so.
is packed.
Yeah.
And maybe big crowds freak me out a bit, which is
Okay.
ironic because we were just in a lot of really big crowds.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Kenosha Pride, they really go hard.
Cool. Yeah, it's a good time. Good time. I'm gonna miss it this year. I'm gonna be out of town.
I'll be there. I'll be there. I don't miss that event. All right.
What, are you saying that in a bad way? Or?
No,
You don't miss
He
it?
I go
physically
there
doesn't
every-
miss it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I thought you were.
No, I go
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Physically
every
doesn't
year.
miss it.
All right. In which Kenosha bar do you think you spent the most money at?
Facts.
Facts.
Facts, huh? We are talking to a bunch of young people here.
That's funny how sex
Facts.
became like a young kids
no,
hangout.
no, Lily. We have not
Most people buy our drinks there.
Okay, all right.
Oh,
Okay. That's true.
there it is.
That's true.
Okay.
That's true.
All right.
Where do we buy the most?
Yeah.
No, just kidding.
Gordy's.
Club Icon?
For real. I honestly think Gordy's.
Maybe Tavern.
Okay.
The men at Tavern don't care about me. It's just
I think Gordy's is
Snooty
where
bastards.
I've spent the most money, mostly because it's so small, and when I go there, I'm with all my friends.
I've
so
only
it's,
been there once with you.
yes, but for the most part, when I'm there with all my friends, I've got like 2 shots in me, and I'm like, I'm buying drinks for everybody.
Have you ever gone to Fex and then like hid in the courtyard? That's
Oh, yeah. It's cute
that's
back
great.
there.
They have a
With the
great beer
cigarettes?
garden.
Yeah, they do. It's like
Yeah.
if prison was magical.
Yes. You might even find me and Sage doing somersaults back there
there
every
you
now
go.
and then.
Wow.
Ooh.
All right, if you could give a shout out to only one other local business, who would you pick?
Black coffee, Dishon.
Oh, very nice.
Bijou, Sherry.
There you go. Smart answer
Oh,
right
yeah.
there.
Well, the thing is, I think I've only been to Black Coffee once, and so I don't know them.
All right, last question. You ready for this one?
Yeah,
Big Star or The Spot?
Big Star,
Wow, that
Big
was
Star,
easy.
Big Star, Big Star.
Jenna?
When I could eat it, it was Big Star.
Oh, okay. All right. I,
I
like
think that
that.
has something to do with the fact that they are only open a few months of the year.
So it's like a treat.
Yes, it is a treat.
Exclusivity.
And do
Yeah.
people get to pick if they like that, or does their dad get to pick it? Because my dad was like, "You don't
Told
have
you.
a choice."
Okay, here's the thing. My dad picked the Spot.
Oh,
My
shit.
dad loves the Spot because he grew up on the South Side.
That's true.
Yeah, I grew up on the North Side, and Big Star is like an experience. Not that the Spot isn't, but it's open year round.
Right. So you can go there whenever. But
Exactly.
Big Star's up and holy you gotta fucking get in there right
Exactly,
now
immediately.
and get a greasy, shitty
So-
f***ing burger.
The amount of times I've driven like my messed up friends at like 1 a.m. to the Spot is like a lot. So like shout out to the Spot for being open that late.
And when I was working
Yeah.
at Church and Market the other night, I went to the Spot afterwards with Logan Flynn.
All right. Well, that was our Kenosha Connects, and that was brought to you by Wink Beauty.
Thank you, Sarah, for all that. And what time is it now, Donnie?
Ding, ding, ding. It's trivia time. Yeah, trivia time. Trivia is brought to you by The Larry Machine. They're located at 725 50th Street. They can customize almost anything. Uniforms, gifts, accessories, school apparel, office attire. You name it, they can do it. Also, check out the online novelty shop at thelarrymachine.com as they have some awesome ready-made designs just for you, Lily. Just for you, Jenna. Just for you, Jason.
Well, for me?
Just for you, Teddy. Just for you, Jasmine. And just for
Yeah,
me.
we have a
That's
studio
the
audience today.
Larry Machine. Check them out. All right, trivia time. You guys ready?
All right, for our trivia segment today, Donnie will take on our guests in a 100% legitimate, definitely not skewered, on the level, totally fair trivia game. And this week's completely random subject and not catered to the guests one bit is pop hits of the 2010s.
Oh,
So you girls grew up in that, so I'm kind of thinking you can kind of wipe this guy down.
I only
think.
like 90s grunge.
good at
So.
So we're going to take a deep dive into some of the biggest pop hits of the last decade, and I'm going to give you the lyrics to a chart-topping song. You must tell me the name of the artist or the song title. I'll take either one. Bonus point if you can sing part of the song.
Okay.
Ooh.
all right.
Well, they are
So-
singers.
Not I.
Girls, would you like to go first? You have to have Donnie start.
Let Donnie go.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
Oh, wow, you're so nice.
All right, Donnie, here's your first one. Donnie, before you came into my life, I missed you so bad. I missed you so bad. I missed you so bad.
Blink 182. I don't know. Taylor Swift.
Not you thinking I miss you by Blink 182.
Is this,
Girls, you
do
wanna
we get to steal it?
Sure.
this is an easy
Call
one for
me
you?
maybe.
It
Carly Rae
is.
Jepsen.
Yeah, we did just see Carly Rae
Wait,
Jepsen.
what was the lyric you said again?
I said, before you came into my life, I missed you
I
so
missed
bad.
you
Before you came into my life, I missed you so bad. I missed you so bad. I missed you so bad.
Yes, we
All right.
just saw her in New York.
Oh,
We did.
Boy,
right, you got-
I'm going to do really good at this.
All right, girls, here's your first question. You're already up 1-0. We clawed, we chained our hearts in vain. We jumped, never asking why. We kissed. I fell under your spell. A loved one, no one could, or a love no one could deny.
We clawed, we chained our hearts in vain. Miley Cyrus Wrecking Ball.
Never.
Hey!
Oh my god. Yay! Quick side tangent. My dad told everybody that I performed Wrecking Ball at my Miss Kenosha farewell, but it was actually a fight song. And everyone was like, what the
Jenna came out on a giant wrecking ball. Yeah.
Okay, sorry, go ahead.
All right, Donnie, you ready for your second one?
I believe I am.
All right, we'll see. This one's spend some time with my friends. I ain't worried about nothing. Plus, I met someone else. We're having better discussions.
Imagine Dragons.
That's
Is that a band? Is that a band? I don't
It is a band, yeah, but that is incorrect. Girls, can you steal it?
Can you say it again?
Spend some time with my friends. I ain't worried about nothing. Plus, I met someone else. We're having better discussions.
I know it.
Yeah.
But I don't know it.
It's weird the way I say it. I say it f***ed up so you guys like
Can you say it better?
No. It doesn't matter because it's a steal.
Spend some time with my friends.
That is Thank You Next by Ariana Grande.
I don't.
I fucking knew that
I
one.
don't- I
didn't-
That was
didn't.
Donnie's anyway. It doesn't
I
matter.
didn't.
You guys are still
Damn it.
up. Okay. So second question for you girls. I'm going to pop some tags. Only got 20...
Thrift shop.
I'm gonna pop
store.
some tags. Only got
Yay,
$20 in my pocket.
pocket.
Macklemore.
I'm on it.
If
All
anybody's
right.
ever heard the song Downtown, possibly one of the best songs of our
that is a good
generation.
one. You should
Yeah.
play that, yeah.
Donnie, they're killing you here. All right. Third question for you, Donnie.
Okay, I got this one.
Ain't got a care in the world,
Mm-hmm.
but got plenty of beer. Ain't got no money in my pocket, but I'm already here.
Is this from the year 2010?
It's early 10s, I would say, if I remember right. It's been around for a while. It's not too recent, but it's a pop song.
Kesha?
What song?
Yeah, what's the title?
What song? What's the title?
No money in my pocket.
I'll give you a point, Doc, 'cause it is Kesha.
Ah,
Ain't
right.
got a care
But-
in the
but-
world, but got plenty of beer.
Oh, yeah,
Ain't
you
got
were
no
saying
money
that.
in my
So
pocket, but I'm
fucking
already
old.
here.
It is the way he says it.
Yeah.
That's why I say it that
That's
way.
good, Jason.
Okay,
All
all
right,
right.
what-
I got a point. Thank you,
You got
Kenny,
1
for
point.
that.
Now, girls, can you just whoop them here? Last one here for you. Lately, I've been losing sleep, dreaming about the things that we could be. But baby, I've been praying hard.
I don't know why I got so fucking hard listening to you say those lyrics.
Can you do it again? One more time?
Yeah, I've been
Yeah,
listening.
please.
Lately, I've been losing sleep, dreaming about the things that we could be. But baby, I've been praying hard.
I've been losing sweet, dreaming about the things that we could be. Counting stars.
Yeah.
Counting stars. Yeah.
And you girls swept the thing. Got them
Lil.
all right, including a couple steals from Donnie. And what do they win, Donnie?
Oh my goodness, you win a Ktown Connects koozie courtesy of the
yay!
lettering
Oh, fuck.
machine.
Thank you.
So,
Thank
thank you to the
you.
lettering machine. Wow. The lettering machine is just fantastic.
Thank
Dave
you.
and Tina do such great work
Yeah.
there. Yes, look at that.
So thank you girls so much for being here. And best...
We also do Soul Space merch. Thank you, Lettering Machine.
They do Miss Kenosha merch as well.
Ooh.
Yes, they do. All right, so this is Who Did That Social. You can find them on the internet at whodidthatsocial.com, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Send them an email at hjl@whodidthatsocial.com. They will take your social media to the next level. Woo! These three women, two of them here in the studio right now.
We love you, Hannah.
I am just so proud of you, Jenna, and Lily. I guess you too, but I know Jenna better than you. But I mean, you guys. I mean, you're really growing.
Thank
You're
you.
doing something very special. You're helping out the community, which I love.
Yes.
So keep up the great work, and you're only going to become bigger and better.
Thank
than
you.
ever.
All right, everybody. Also, make sure you look for this episode and many more of the Ktown Connects podcast on Spectrum Channel 14 and the Kenosha Media streaming channel on your Roku. We air every Wednesday at 11 a.m. and Sundays at 5
Look,
p.m.
Mom, I'm on TV
Hi,
again.
yeah, you're on TV.
Wow.
Oh, God.
TV channel 14. That's great.
That's television for people who don't know what that is.
Yes.
We love Kenosha Community
And
Media.
Yes,
they're great. I'm a
definitely.
former board member. I love them very
Period.
much.
Jason
Yes.
Rimkus, former guest on the
Jason.
Yes,
Ktown.
helped us out with the Know Your Vote event.
He
Jenna, that you were
did.
great as the timekeeper
Yes.
as
Thank you
well.
for connecting me to the
Yes.
local government, Donnie.
Yes, anytime. Anytime. Don't forget to follow the Ktown Connects podcast on all social media outlets, including Facebook, Instagram, X, and YouTube. Oh, don't forget about TikTok. Drop us a 5-star review or a thumbs up. We
Wow.
love those great reviews, and just spread the word about the hottest podcast in the 53140 zip code area. That is the Ktown Connects podcast.
That's right, Donnie. And this episode is brought to you by our Patreon subscriber of the week, and that is Russ Collier.
Our new #1 fan. Move over, Jake the Weather Guy.
Yeah, thank you for all your support, Russ. If you'd like to become a Patreon subscriber, visit ktownconnects.com. Subscriptions start at just get this, $2 a month.
Jason, are you kidding me? $2 a month? That's
it.
less than a cup of coffee.
I know. And that gets you early access to every episode, and it's raw, unedited form.
You know I like it raw, Jason.
You get over 2 hours to talk with these girls today. Also, you would get every episode of our spin-off series, It Is What It Is.
Award-winning.
That's what I hear.
Yes.
That's where Donnie and I talk about everything.
And talk shit about everybody.
I don't know. Maybe you. I don't know.
We want to thank all of our wonderful sponsors. We could not do this show without them. A-Plus Mobility.
Casey Family Options Funerals and Cremations.
About Time Movers.
Law Offices of Frank J. Parise.
Kevin at Frank Steiner.
Shannyn Franklin of ReMax Elite.
Our good friends Angie and Bennett, Union Park Tavern.
Aaron Hunzinger of AHDidIt.
Public Craft Brewing Company, a.k.a. whatever it's going to be called now.
Simply. The Lettering Machine.
Wink Beauty Boutique.
Get that butthole wax there. The Port of Kenosha Beverage House.
I will see you at the Hot Wheels race, the Port Grand Prix.
Sunday, July 14th.
Jason and I will be there commentating again on that race. It's a fundraiser for the Bronze Ale statue.
Check the show notes for more.
Yes.
Also, don't forget about Rocket Optical.
And, of course, Stacy at Vintage Underground. Whew. Thank you both so much for being here. We appreciate it, and we can't wait to give you our money to do our social.
Wait, what?
Shut up,
wait,
Donnie.
Kenosha, Kenosha, Kenosha,